Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. And this time I took this photo outside actually. I put this blanket down, made myself a bit of a studio. And here we go. So we've got a jar which I had a bit of linseed oil in and a tube of paint. It's a bit of an odd couple of items, but I thought it'd be an interesting paint really. I don't really have like specific things that I like painting. I just like painting anything. So we'll do a sketch first. A sketchy sketch. We'll make some guides for ourselves. About there. Rounded there. So I sketch on the canvas purposely to do two things. Number one is I don't want this to be right on the edge. I've done paintings where my focal point is almost hanging off the canvas, and that's a bad idea. Take it from me, it doesn't work when you frame it, that's for sure. And yeah, I've done that. I've made that error, made many errors, and that's one of them. So I try to prevent that one. A bit of light there. There's the label on the inside as well. Got there. And the actual glass goes. Can't really see it as much on this side, but it's a bit of a lost edge. Because of the angle I was at when I took the photo, it's a bit of a funny angle, but it's interesting how the oil looks like it's going there. Strange. A light there as well. Jar finishes about there. Thinking about the shape. The curved shape. And then we've got this tube. I was going to say a tube of toothpaste for some reason. That's not what it is. It's a tube of paint. So it's the tubes that you get when you're making paint. Tend to get like this sort of aluminium, I think they are. Aluminium. Tube length is that. No, it is. Not too much about there. We can always change it as well if we don't want it to be falling off the canvas. Like I was saying before, you don't want that to happen. Something on these lines is good. Gives me a good chance. A good chance to get something of a similar look. So I'm thinking about what I want to paint first really. Suppose I could scrub in a background to get that started, and then and then get moving on painting. Just looking at my brushes, see what I've got. Dirty old brushes. This I like the Bob Ross filberts. They work nice. Just give it a sort of wipe on my old rag. So there we go. Just shows how good chalk is, doesn't it? You can change it. You can do really quick sketches with it. And then you can wipe it out and start again. You can practice and practice. I was once told, Jason, you can't afford oil paints, so draw. When I was a kid. I saw this painter. And I'd seen him painting, drawing, and I was like, I want to do that. He says, you want to draw more? It's funny, I've said that a few times. Oh, I always remember it, really. I don't know why. I saw this bloke as well once, out when I was cross-country running with the rubbish, with the school I was in, that, but I didn't want to cross-country run in the winter. Blooming heck. What were they thinking? Trying to kill us off. I saw this guy painting away and I was like, oh, I want to be able to do that. And he turned around to me and he goes, yeah, me too. He said he couldn't paint anyway. He just thought he'd have a go. Anyway, what are we doing? I'm just yakking about nothing really, so let's... I was thinking of doing the background first actually, now I'm up in an hour in again. So I'm going to make myself the paints that I have. Alizarin Crimson, check. Cadmium Yellow, check. Titanium White, check. Burnt Umber and Ultramarine Blue, check, check. So I'm going to make a dark with these two. Make a dark with those two, blue and brown. And we will start filling this in. Get all the way up to that. Yeah, I was thinking, because the background on that is slightly lighter than I actually wanted, because the sun was so strong. And but anyway, doesn't matter too much, does it? We can just change it on the painting. Just filling it in, filling it in. Fill it in. Just sit back and have a look at it a few times as well. It's when we paint the jar, we have to go a bit darker than the background, I think. You know, I haven't done a still life in a while. Quite like them. Quite like them. They're just very different, aren't they? Oh dear. What have I done there? you when you sit back and have a look. You start noticing things that are not quite right. Luckily, it doesn't really matter. I can just have fun and enjoy myself. Whoops. Yeah, I just have fun and enjoy myself and see what happens. Try to get painting out of it. But if it all goes wrong, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter to me. I consider it all to be, painting. Like this stage, I think to myself, this is a part 2 of trying to do a good drawing. Part 1 was the chalk, part 2 is this, part 3 is the actual painting, and then and then you're trying to get it a bit better and a bit better and a bit better each time. And if you're wondering if you've never painted before and you're like, oh, why didn't he put some spray or something over the top of this initial drawing? Well, the answer to that is I never do, because you can actually mix chalk in with your oil paints. So chalk is really the perfect thing to do your initial sketch with, because they make paint with it. So if your paint mixes with it, it don't matter. Pencil, on the other hand, graphite, that can muddy your colours. It can muddy your colours. Like can with mine. My experience is it's muddied my colours up before. Where chalk don't do note, so it's all good. So I'm just blocking in all this. Again, I'm blocking in. Ooh, I tell you what, totally unrelated to painting, but I had some fish and chips for lunch. So I got up a bit late. I had some fish and chips from the chip shop. Oh, it was a good fish and chips. Oh, it was amazing. I really felt like I ate a lot. Well, actually I did. They do a good fish and chips. Very good fish and chips at the local chip shop. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. It's a bit of a treat, really. So I've been picking up some overtime at work, and during the pingdemic. And so I thought, oh well, I've done a bit of overtime, I'll treat myself to some fish and chips. That's what I did. And it was worth it, it was delicious. Right, what are we doing now? We're going to do the jar top, because I've done a bit of a weird drawing. I need to fix it by doing a good painting. Bit of a challenge. How am I going to do a good one? So that really should be there, that one. Alright, let's make it black. Then I can somehow save what I've done. What have I done? Black and blue, black and blue, brown and blue. Maybe we'll throw in a bit of crimson. I'll darken things. Yeah, it's quite dark. You can use ivory black, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter to me. Some people think, oh, you shouldn't use black. Oh, no, black. I say whatever. Use whatever you want to. Who are they? Who are they? Nobody. Yeah, that's a bit better. This has gone a little bit weird, so I might not do it. I don't know. It's tricky. Sit back, have a look. Now. Oh dear. Just wipe this bit here. Yeah, this is interesting. So what I need some white over here. Make a bit of a grey. Needs to be to the blue side. Something like that. It's not perfect, but it's something like that. And we'll start, I think, here. Get some of that there. Imagine that's going. That goes round. Something like that. Just use my finger to move it a little bit. Bit of light here. We need to put that in again, mind you, because it's a bit dirty colour. We want to add a bit of colour on there. Yeah, interesting. Colours that. Just gonna start throwing colours on now. And hope for the best. There's a method to my madness. Hope for the best. See what happens. Look at it. This, a bit more blue in it. Bit of red in it. Bit of red in it. Bit of blue in it. Bit of white in it. And then we get closer and closer. Further and further away. Getting really close to that colour. Sometimes I think it's more blue than it really is. That's pretty close, but it needs a tiny bit of blue. And then I'll just have it. I'll just take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Bum, 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 bum. Take it. Now I need this sort of it's greenish. This sort of good colour of the jar. I think it's greenish. Let's get some yellow, some blue, some brown, some white, bit of red, bit of that, bit of that, bit of this, bit of yellow, bit more yellow, bit more brown, bit more blue. Yellow, bit of brown, bit of blue. Needs more brown, more blue. It's not bad actually. I've got quite a close colour there. So I might just stick it on. Like that. Need some darker bits in it. Along here. Up there. And there. More dark there than there. And this side's a lot darker, so more of the old blue and brown, I think. Greyish to it as well. Some dark in there. Now I want the colour of the pot again. I think sort of bluish to it. I'm going with that anyway. Sort of a greyish blue. So, I still need to sort of fix areas as well. Oh well, I'll fix that later. I'm looking at the pot now, not the pot, the tube. The tube, I'm looking at sort of a blue and red. A bit of white in it. Sort of looking for a middle of the road colour. I think I'll go with this. What's it look like? Yeah. Just going to scrub it on and then could do a bit of a bluish. Bluish. Blue. Yeah, something like that. Just to quickly get it in there, really. That was to quickly get it there. We can sit back, have a look, think about the next move. I want let me see if I can make the browny goldy colour. What is there? Nowhere near. God, really stuffed it into a load of colours there to make it dirty. It's close. Just chucking it in all sorts, really. A bit of blue. Yeah, I'm pretending I know what I'm doing, but I ain't got a clue. Well, I just mixed it perfectly. Oh dear. But still, I don't. I'm still practicing. Trying to get better. You can see something like the sparkly bits I want to put in. There we go. Ooh, yeah. That made a difference to the world. See the big change I made. Quite amazing. I hope everyone at home's watching this just went, whoa. Right, what we're doing. So we need to make this brown. I didn't even wash my brush, never mind. Red. One yellow, and I've got to think orange. Think orange, but a really dark orange. That's not bad, is it? It's nowhere near dark enough for that, but it might be good enough for a overall. So I'm going to use it as my overall. filling up the jar. Filling up the jar. Filling up the jar. There we go. Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's quite a good base colour to get started, isn't it? I need to fix the jar though. It's really annoying me. Might do that. See if that fixes it better. That's not too bad actually. I can get away with that. Well, we can get away with anything, can't we? It's our painting, we've got to remember that. It's our painting, we do what we like. Bit of the bit of colours amongst this. Bit of that colour there. Here. So I could do with putting a bit of dark in first. So a lot of the time I tend to go mid-tone, then put dark on top, and then put light on top of that, and it's a good system. Does seem to work quite nicely. I actually, when I first started learning to paint, I'd read all these different books on how to paint, and everyone was doing it different. And I almost had a bit of a breakdown, because I really wanted to learn, but everyone was doing it different, so I was like, well, I don't know what to do. It's true, I really didn't. I laugh about it now, because I was just so hungry to be able to paint. It was a desire that I really needed to, really wanted to do it. I wasn't going to an art school or anything like that. I just really wanted to paint. And I couldn't understand why everyone was doing it differently. I was like, well, what's the right way? What do you mean there isn't the right way? Just everyone just paints differently, that's just the way it is. It was hard to get my head around, that was. Get some sparks of light. Might just put these bubbles in like that. They need to come down lower, don't they? Up there. Getting some white and yellow. Just want to get this bit of light in there. Go a bit lighter. Yeah, it's a weird illusion, is this jar? It's confusing me. Bit of a weird wiggle there. Then there's like a less. What colour? It's a weird colour, is that one? So a little bit of a brown in it, maybe. Brown, maybe a. Sort of a neutral colour. That's too naughty. Just going into more brown. That's close. It's close. And then there's a few bubbles there. And then on there. Just tap my brush. Get that kind of weird effect to it. Now what I could do with, I'll wipe my brush again. Do some darks. I've got reflections in the from this to this as well, which is a bit of a fun thing to do. Right, let's get some brown. I'm just getting some brown and some crimson. A little bit of blue. Just to get that dark side of it. Start looking at darker areas. Some areas it's got a lot darker like there. Get that darkness in there. And I'm sort of thinking brush strokes as well. Just sit back, have a look at that. Not bad, are we? Not bad. Just changing the flavour of that a little bit. A bit of dark in there. So I'm just breaking up some of this colour. I like it, but I'm just breaking it up a bit. I like the way that sort of does that, so I'm not going to touch that. I need a bit of light over here. Just sit back, have a look at that. It's not too bad, not too bad. I think we'll start putting in, let's start putting in the tube of paint. Don't forget, you can spend a long time doing your painting, get it really spot on. You don't have to rush through when you're doing yours. I say that because I am painting a bit quicker than I would if I was just painting for fun. I'd paint a lot slower because you really want to get it as close to perfect as you can. A few of these wrinkles in there. Yeah, it's interesting. That strip of light there. Strip of light there. Filling that in. I'm going to use a brighter colour afterwards. Doesn't actually matter too much. So while we're at it, use this white. I'll get that light in there and there. And there, and there, and here, and there's a bit there as well, and here. Okay, a bit more to it. Have some light on here now. extremely bright. And then the tube as well. The cap. I'm going to bring that down a bit like that. Something like that. It's quite good. Got a little bit of light that goes thing and thing, thing. The reflection of that. Bit there as well. I'm trying to do it all with this brush because I don't want to use any other brushes. Use a little bit of a tint of light there, just to separate a hint because it's so dark underneath. Yeah, it's not bad. We need some reflected light from the oil in the tube as well. No. Kind of want that to be a bit darker there. Sitting back, having a look. I quite like that. Could be a bit more on the other side. Could be a bit more just get a bit dark. What was I thinking? Oh yeah. needs to be a bit more here. Sort of we lose this side a little bit, which I quite like, really. Get that shape to be nice and straight. I think as a sketch, other than just seeing something. You could spend hours doing something like this, get every little detail perfect. And, you can amaze some people with your painting, and they go, "Whoa!" Because people like realism. I find I've painted in every way that I can think of, and the one way I've noticed people always like something that looks like it's supposed to be. Realism. And I think I'm going to call this one for now. Oh, there is one stroke of paint I see. One stroke of paint before I finish this one, because otherwise I'll be here for hours. It'll be, oh, just one more stroke. Oh, one more. I've just seen about 50 strokes I could do now, just by, there's one there. I can see there, there's one there, there's one there. One there, there's a light one there. You know, you can really keep going, you really can. Oh yeah, I was going to do a light. I could see like this light blue stroke just under here. There. It's not as light blue as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's better. Right, now I've gone and done it, haven't I? Now I'm going to have to do this again. Not there. Don't need to be precise. This is just a bit of fun. He says as he thinks to himself, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that. I can see a dark spot that needs doing. Really needs a dark brush stroke putting in right there. Anyway, I think that'll do for me. Mine's a bit different to the reference, but that doesn't matter. I just wanted to have a bit of fun painting today. So we'll move the reference out of the way and we'll look at it as a painting on its own. So I always do that because sometimes you can get a bit too lost in the reference and then you forget your painting. That's just me personally anyway. So I think possibly the one thing I see, get a tiny bit of white and go just on the top of that there. I think that'll do me. That'll do me. So yeah, there's a bit of realism for you, bit of fun. I enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed painting that, and hopefully you enjoyed watching, and hopefully even more so you enjoy painting your own. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.